I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at setting up my new SNOO Robotic Bassinet. So SNOO sent this to me to check out. Thank you for that. And if you haven't heard of it before, the SNOO is basically kind of like a baby robot. It's a bassinet for your newborn all the way up to about 6 months. And it applies a lot of the ideas in the Happiest Baby, which is a whole kind of philosophy around how to take care of newborns in what they call the fourth trimester. So basically the first 3 months after your baby is born. And the SNOO assists you in that process. So I'm going to do a lot of videos, and also be covering this on Debugger on Medium, debugger.medium.com ultimately. But here I'm just going to show you what comes with the SNOO and also how to get it set up. So here's the bassinet itself. We've got our happy pretend baby in there. This is the swaddle that the real baby will ultimately go into. And we should also have an accessory box here. So the first thing we're going to do is take the dust cover off of the SNOO. This is the dust cover that protects it when it's in the box. I'm just going to take that off over the sides here. Okay, so there it is, ready to go. It's got this kind of wood grain, mid-century modern type of look to it. I think definitely high quality build here, and it's very different looking, for example, than my Halo bassinet over here. This is sort of a little bit more functional and not as sleekly designed as what I'm seeing here on the SNOO. Again, this sort of like mid-century modern look. So let's go ahead and open up the accessory box too. So again, this is that Happiest Baby branding. So this is telling me how to pack up the accessory box to store it, it looks like. A lot of people rent the SNOO. In my case, I'll be sending it back about 6 months after my baby is born. So that's important to keep the boxes so that you can send all of these things back if you are renting. Okay, and then in here we've got our SNOO sacks. So these are like the swaddles that your baby is going to go into that then connects them into the SNOO. And we'll take a look at those in future videos. But let's go ahead and just get these out of here. I'm noticing there's different sizes. So we have this medium size, 2 to 4 months, and then this large size, 4 to 6 months. So it looks like we're getting enough of these swaddles to take the baby all the way through the 6-month time period where you usually transition them out of using a bassinet. So that's good. It says look under here, so let's go ahead and follow that instruction. Power supply inside. Great. I like that this is kind of cheerful going through this setup process. Let's take this guy out. Okay, power supply. Let's see what's in this little box. Okay, so here's our power supply. Looks like we're getting 12 volts, 2 amps, relatively beefy. Probably enough to do the kind of gentle rocking and other things that we're going to get out of the SNOO. And then there's the 120 volts plug here. I'm assuming if this is sold or rented in other countries, you're going to get a plug that's appropriate for your country's voltage. And you can see here this goes to 240. So you could plug this in with a different power cord in a country that uses 240 instead of the 120 that we have in the US. And then these are the legs for the SNOO in here. So this is what actually props it up. So let's go ahead and take these out. All right, super. There's our 4 legs, and I think we got everything out of this. I should say there was another big box that this came in originally. I've already taken it out to move it into my bedroom here, but I stowed that box in the garage. Okay, so now SNOO says to take this bag and lay it down on the floor, and then flip the SNOO over and lie it face down on top of that bag. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this is the bottom of it. Now we're going to go ahead and take these legs, and you can see that these have color-coded arrows, and we're going to go ahead and just snap them in. It says that it just snaps in to each of the corresponding arrows here. Pretty easy. And then we're going to tighten these little knobs to secure it down. Leg B, did I do that properly? Looks like I maybe matched this up wrong. Oh, A, B. I guess there's a, no, I think this is right. There's a B on this side and it's blue. There's a B on this side, also blue. A here, A here. So So I think the two legs that are opposite each other are correspond to each other. They're both bees. They're both blue. I think they're interchangeable. Let's go ahead and finish this, and I'll confirm that. Yes, so that was in fact the case. This is all looking good. These are super sturdy. Okay, so next we're going to plug in the power cord. It goes in the middle here. So let's go ahead and grab our cord. I'm going to have to untie these guys. Okay, so that is plugged in. Actually, let me undo this one too. Okay, done. Now this goes into that red plug in the middle. It's easy enough. And then they say to take this cable guide that's on here and put it on the leg that's going to be closest to your wall outlet. So I'm just trying to imagine when I flip this over, I think this actually will be the leg closest to my wall outlet. Let's see. Actually, I think it's going to be over on this one. Never mind. So let's go ahead and pop this guy off. I'm going to move it over and clip it on here. And then we're supposed to take this power cord, thread it through under here so that it's not hanging out. And then we're going to run it through that guide here. Let's do that. So this goes in here. Just kind of smushing it in, and it's kind of like a grippy rubber material on here, so it's going to hold on to that, hopefully. Bring it all the way up to the top. Great. Okay, that's all kind of stowed in there. Okay, now we're going to flip it back to the proper orientation, put it over by the wall. All right, very cool. Our baby looks happy in there. Let's go ahead and plug this power cord in, which is the next step. Here's the outlet. I did, in fact, do that correctly, putting that on the right leg. Let's go ahead and put this in. Now, I'm looking at the side here. This blinking LED is a good sign. Okay, that's gone steady, which means that it's ready to go. So we're all set up here. Here's what the full setup looks like. Yeah, I really like that really interesting wood finish at the bottom of this. It's modern, but not modern. It's like, mid-century modern, which is interesting. Okay, let's take a look at what this all looks like together. All right, super. So there it is. There's our Swaddles sacks ready to go. I think it does come with a small, and then we've got these bigger ones here to follow the baby as they grow. And then the next step would be to set up the SNOO app to actually control it, but I will show that in a different video. So that is the setup process for the SNOO. Really excited to continue to test this and ultimately actually put a baby in it.